What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, baby? What up? 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 What it do, y'all? What it do? Let's effing go, man. Let's effing go. What it do, baby? We got one of the most ridiculous shows in the history of this channel. I want you guys to get ready for this one. Make sure y'all tap into the live. Yo, what up? Damn. Okay, I'm about to read that comment in a second. Let me pull up the video. I know this dude is not going to be happy with me. Let me just get to the video part that I'm going to play for y'all, and then we're going to get into it. LA in the building. What up? Yo, that first story that we did, people are going crazy, man. It's the biggest story in the NBA right now. That Jeanie Buss story is the biggest story in the NBA right now. All right, cool. We got the post ready. Bronx, New York. What up? What else we got? OKC in the building, Illinois. Yo, shout out to Fat Joe. I don't know if y'all saw the episode on Fat Joe's podcast, Joe and Jada today, where they were talking about like Fat Joe talking too much and over talking the guests. If y'all didn't see that episode, make sure y'all go watch that. That was a hilarious episode. Shout out to Dallas in the building, College Park, Maryland. Yo, that's what's up. College Park, Maryland. Oh my God, bro. Whoa, they taking me all the way back to like university. Yo, that's crazy. Shout out to y'all, man. Oh my God, bro. Anyway, talk about memories. Jesus Lord. Montreal, Canada. What's up, Sydney? ATL, what up? Hello from Greece. How you doing? Yes, sir. Oh, shout out to my guy, A Twizzle, man. Shout out to him, man. South Korea, what up? Oakland in the building, unknown location. He probably in the trap house or something, but it's all good. DFW. All right, so let me get into this, man. So y'all know we did a live earlier reacting to the story that came out with the report on Jeanie Buss and the stuff that she felt about LeBron. As a matter of fact, Rich Paul just reacted to it. And we may play the video for y'all about that a little bit later in this live. So I was chilling, and one of my viewers, I want to give him a shout out. I'm going to give him a shout out on Instagram. His name is oh my God, let me see. What's his name? Just a second. I want to give this dude a shout out because he brought this to my attention. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me find him on IG. His name is Black Joe Beats. Shout out to Black Joe Beats. He brought this to my attention. Apparently, one of LeBron's former teammates, Danny Green, they were talking on ESPN, and we're going to play the sound for y'all. Talking on ESPN about the All-Star snubs. And Danny Green takes it upon himself to say that Luka Doncic, I want y'all to hear this, Luka Doncic should give up his starting position to LeBron James. And the crazy, beyond how crazy that was, the craziest part was the people on the panel, no one even reacted to it. Like, they acted like as if this dude just says something that was live. Like, yo, that's a good point. So let me play the sound for y'all of Danny Green talking about the Lakers, Luka, should give up his all-star spot to LeBron James. Let me play it for y'all.
They're just not winning enough. They're not showing enough to me this year. He knows that. He takes accountability. But yeah, Ant-Man has been on a tear. He had 55 against the Spurs, one of the top teams in the West. I see him continuing that trend. Leading Minnesota, they were back-to-back Western Conference Finals last year and the year before. This year, I think they're going to be still pretty good in the postseason, and it's because of him. So he definitely deserves a starting spot.
Yeah, the side-by-side is Ant's averaging 29 Steph to 27, fourth in the West compared to eighth in the West. But if you look at the games, it's probably about like a 3-game, 4-game differential.
Yeah,
so it's close, but then this is not just one player, like players voting or media, it's everybody's
right.
fans.
Keep listening.
My hope is that you see how much we watch the videos, right, of players reacting and clapping and getting excited and campaigning. And so where does the disconnect happen, right, between people being excited for and wanting the honor so very badly?
Listen to this.
And then by the time it gets to the floor, that doesn't happen. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get playing to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's what it's hard for me to reconcile and square in my head, DG.
It's time for Luka to do the Vince Carter thing, right? And let LeBron take his starting spot, maybe. But it's so different now because you got these. Yeah, you got the world versus the U.S. So
that's an idea.
They won't be on the same team anyway. 3 different teams. So yeah, this he'll be starting by default for sure.
Well, that is a good point, though. There were a lot of questions. I was seeing these online yesterday. Yes, the NBA still named starters. It was something the league and the union still wanted to do. But yes, eventually the player pool will still be divided into 3 teams of 8 players, 2 U.S. teams, 1 world team. And if there is not the prerequisite 16 and 8 players, there will be more than 24 All-Stars. More players will be added to the pool. But that's a conversation for today's doing the math.
Did Danny Green just say that Luka Doncic, the number 1 All-Star, the number 1 vote receiver in the All-Star for the All-Star game, should give up his starting position to LeBron James? Like, did we just hear what he said? Did this dude just say what we heard? That Luka Doncic should give up his starting spot to LeBron James. And no one on the panel said, bro, you're bugging. Nobody on the panel said, bro, you're bugging right now with that. You like, what are you talking about right now? This is why it is hard to take ESPN serious as a network when it comes to their coverage of basketball. When you have analysts going out there and saying this kind of stuff, it makes them look like they're not serious. Luka Doncic should give his... What would be the reason that Luka should give up his starting spot in the All-Star game to LeBron? Whoever watching this live that agrees with Danny Green, give us a reason why Luka should do that. Give us one reason. Why would Luka Doncic give up his starting spot to LeBron James? Why would he do that? Why should he do that? Let me play it for y'all again, for those of y'all that didn't hear it. Let me play it for y'all again. Let me play it for y'all.
So it's close, but then this is not just one player, like players voting or media. It's everybody. Right. So fans come in.
My hope is that you see how much we watch the videos, right, of players reacting and clapping and getting excited and campaigning. And so where does the disconnect happen, right, between people being excited for and wanting the honor so very badly, and then by the time it gets to the floor, that doesn't happen. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get playing to that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, that's what it's hard for me to reconcile and square in my head, DG.
It's time for Luka to do the Vince Carter thing, right, and let LeBron take his starting spot, maybe. But it's so different now because you got these. Yeah, you got the world versus the U.S. So they won't be on the same team anyway. 3 different teams. So yeah, he'll be starting by default for sure.
Well, that is a good point, though. There were a lot of questions. I was seeing these online yesterday. Yes, the NBA still named starters. It was something the league and the union still wanted to do. But yes, eventually the player pool will still be divided into 3 teams of 8 players. 2 U.S.
Former Laker Danny Green said Luka Doncic should give up his starting spot to LeBron. Well, yo, what like? I don't even understand what I don't understand what the motivation of these guys are half the time. Like I don't understand it. It said this man, Creamer's Pro, always reaching. What am I reaching for, bro? I'm playing a sound. Like it's not like you mean Danny Green is reaching for those nuts. Danny Green is the only one reaching for them nuts because he's the one that said that Luka should give up his starting spot and all. That's the only dude out here grabbing cashew nuts, bro. I'm not reaching for nothing. That dude is reaching for a handful of peanuts. Because for you to say that Luka, the number 1 vote getter in the All-Star votes, the number 1, he should give up his starting spot to LeBron. For what? For what? For what? No, I'm not giving up my starting spot to that dude. No. If they want Luka to give up his starting spot, in the All-Star game, Bronny James should give up his roster spot to somebody more deserving. That'd be fair. If Luka is supposed to be giving up his starting spot, Bronny James should give up his starting spot. I mean, his spot on the Lakers roster to a player that actually, if Bronny does that, then yeah, maybe we'll listen to it. By the way, we got another update from the other story that we covered before. I don't know if you guys heard this, but Jeanie Buss responded. I don't know if you guys heard this, but Jeanie Buss responded. I want to show y'all what Jeanie Buss said in response to this story surrounding LeBron James. Let me pull it up here. So Jeanie Buss, this is from oh my God, where did I see it? Is it? I saw it on Yahoo Sports. Hold on, was it Yahoo Sports? I saw it. Just a second. I know I saw it on. Damn, I just saw. All right, hold on. Let me see. It was either Yahoo Sports or I think it was Bleacher Report. I think it was on Bleacher Report. I saw it. Yeah, here it goes. So Jeanie Buss responded to this article that is blowing up the NBA world right now. And it says Jeanie Buss felt LeBron. What? No. It wasn't this one. It was the other one. Hold on. Let me look for it here. Let me see. Jeanie Buss. Because I've been looking at it all over the internet. Jeanie Buss. Let me see here. There are articles all over the internet about it where she said, damn, I can't find it. All right, let me just read the article for y'all because there's some articles on it. So apparently, Jeanie Buss, she put out a statement, right? And apparently her statement was, it's really not right for what LeBron James is going through. Let me read a few. This is from basketnews.com. So let me just read it quickly here. There are a bunch of different sources that posted on it, but let me read it here. It says Jeanie Buss addresses reported frustration on LeBron James. Let me post it in the comment section for you guys here if you guys want to read it. So that's it right there. And essentially it says it's really not right, given all the great things LeBron has done for the Lakers, that he has to be pulled into my family drama, Buss said. To say that it wasn't appreciated is just not true and completely unfair to him. This is her responding to the Baxter Holmes ESPN report where he said that Jeanie Buss felt like LeBron had an outsized ego, whatever it was. So basically, Jeanie Buss is saying that, again, let me read her comments. This is via Sam Amick of The Athletic. It's really not right, given all the great things LeBron has done for the Lakers, that he has to be pulled into my personal family drama. To say that it wasn't appreciated is just not true and completely unfair. Do you know what's interesting about her comments? She didn't really dispute what she said. All she said was that it's a shame that LeBron is being brought into this, but she didn't say that I didn't say any of those things. She didn't backtrack and say, oh no, I never said this. I never said. No, she didn't backtrack from it. And the craziest part, given that this is the number one story in the NBA today, no one touched on it. No one on the major shows. The only person I've seen touch on it, and I'm gonna watch it after this live, is what Rob Parker said, and he's saying that LeBron James should retire. No one touched it. No one. Everybody acted like as if it was no big deal. Now, one person, however, that did touch on it, for the people that just came in, Danny Green said that Luka Doncic should give up his spot in the All-Star game. I'll play that for y'all in a second. But the person that did touch on it is Rich Paul himself, right? And I want to play what Rich Paul had to say for you guys to hear it, because Rich Paul is a master of talking and saying nothing at the very same time. So let me get ready to play this sound for y'all, and I want y'all to listen to it. This is from NBA Cinema that I got this sound from. So let me just play it for y'all. Let me just go back to the sound here so y'all can understand what he's saying, because there's a bunch of nothing here, but let's play his response. And I didn't think he was going to respond to it, but here it is.
They noted, my sources, the Jeanie Muse, that LeBron didn't express enough gratitude that the team drafted Bronny James in 2024.
I called her, but we were talking. And she said something that I missed on her show. And she said,
McKay.
Yeah. She said, Rich, great power comes with great responsibility. And so, and she's right.
Uncle Ben, Spider-Man,
right?
Always a good quote.
She's right. And for this situation,
this dude hitting us with Spider-Man quotes, bro. Spider-Man quote, not even Socrates or Aristotle or one of these like the great thinkers. He's hitting us with Uncle Ben quotes, right? Like, this is just wild. This is the kind of stuff we signed up for. Spider-Man quotes. We continue on.
Look, there's an article written every day. Who gives a shit? I don't, right? And you don't know what's true, what's not true, but where there's smoke, there's fire, right? But what I will say is, I seen some of the stuff that came out about it, and obviously, they talked about different scenarios in terms of the power that we may have and whatever. Here's all I know. All I know is this. There's an appreciation for guys like Michael Irvin. There should be, our legends. And there damn sure should be appreciation for a guy like LeBron, right? And I think that oftentimes people decide.
Max is like, yo, let me drink some water, man. This guy.
For reasons that don't really have.
Somebody wrote Michael Irvin, bro. I don't know where Michael Irvin came in all of this. Somebody spotted that. Right? He brought up Michael Irvin. I don't know what Michael Irvin got to do with anything. Let's continue on.
Substance to it. It's just like a.
Is this relating to the Buss infighting?
Yeah. You didn't read the article. The article talked about there's an issue, or there was some issue with LeBron and Clutch having too much power and all these type of things. And the point I'm making is,
you're discussing. Okay, so let's be clear. You're discussing the idea that Clutch had too much power with the Lakers.
No, that's not. That's what this guy wrote.
Right, the idea that, not that it actually did.
What I'm discussing is that's what the guy wrote. But these type of things happen all the time, and people don't know your relationship, right? And so I'm just saying that you don't know if any of this stuff is true. You only know your relationship with other people. And what I know is, from the time we've gotten to LA, we've been treated great. There was a championship won. We played Rummy Cube in the bubble. Had a great time. Lunch every day.
This nigga said lunch every day, bro. Yo, this nigga said lunch every day, bro. What does that mean, bro? Like lunch every day, water every day. Like, bro, what? This nigga said lunch every day, bro. Lunch every day. Lunch every day. Like, what does this even mean, bro? Lunch every day. All right, let's keep it on. Let's keep it going, bro. We played Rummy in the bubble. Like, what are we talking about? Let's just keep playing, man. It's almost over.
I think when people see things are going well, they try their best to poke holes and try to manipulate relationships and things like that. And in any relationship, no matter who it is, no matter how long you've been with somebody, there's going to be some type of annoyance at some point. That's part of it, right? We're all human people. But I like.
Holy shit. Oh my God. Yo, we're all. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Rich Paul said, we are all human people. Oh, Jesus Lord. Let's just finish this off, man. We're Oh, let's finish this. Let's finish this all, bro.
The things that were done, and were done well, and were done great.
Now,
let's talk about.
Did y'all understand what he said? What the fuck? Bro, my guy hit me with Spider-Man quotes. He was talking about what is it, Gumble Tummy or something like that. They had lunch every day. He talked about we're all human people. Oh man. Anyway, that's Rich Paul for y'all, man. Rich Paul, man. This dude right here. Anyway, so let me pull up the video of Danny Green. What do y'all make of what Rich Paul had to say, bro? What is Rummy Cube? Does anybody know what that is, bro? He ain't even say Monopoly. He said, hold on, let me bring up these Danny Green quotes real quick. Jesus Lord, these people, man. All right, hold on. Let me pull it up here. What did he say? Listen to him talk is like hearing screech when someone scratches a chalkboard. That bleep hurt my ear. Bro, it wasn't like it hurt my ears. He said nothing. Rich Paul legitimately said nothing in that sound. He said Rich Paul is an idiot. He didn't say anything. Anyway, man, let me play this sound for y'all, man. Let me play what Danny Green had to say. This is the reason y'all are here. Let me play this sound for y'all.
On the East, I think the East got it right. You know, Donovan Mitchell would be another guy I would like to see in the starting lineup. They're just not winning enough. They're not showing enough to me this year. He knows that. He takes accountability. But yeah, Ant-Man has been on a tear. He had 55 against the Spurs, one of the top teams in the West. I see him continuing that trend. Leading Minnesota, they were back-to-back Western Conference Finals last year and the year before. This year, I think they're going to be still pretty good in the postseason, and it's because of him. So he definitely deserves a starting spot.
Yeah, the side-by-side is Ant's averaging 29 Steph to 27, fourth in the West compared to eighth in the West. But if you look at the games, it's probably about like a 3-game, 4-game differential.
Yeah,
so it's close, but then this is not just one player, like players voting or media, it's everybody, right. So fans come in.
My hope is that you see how much, we watch the videos, right, of players reacting and clapping and getting excited and campaigning. And so where does the disconnect happen, right, between people being excited for and wanting the honor so very badly, and then by the time it gets to the floor, that doesn't happen. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get playing to that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's what it's hard for me to reconcile and square in my head, DG.
It's time for Luka to do the Vince Carter thing, right? And let LeBron take his starting spot, maybe?
But it's so different now because you got these.
Yeah, you got the world versus the US. So
they won't be on the same team anyway.
3 different teams. So yeah,
he'll be starting by default.
For sure.
Well, that is a good point, though. There were a lot of questions. I was seeing these online yesterday.
So basically, Danny Green is saying Luka Doncic should give up his starting spot to LeBron in the playoffs in the All-Star game. So that's not going to happen. The other update about LeBron in the All-Star game is that I'm hearing that there's a possibility he may not get voted into the game at all, because I'm hearing that the coaches may not vote him in because there may be more deserving players to go into the game. Now, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't see a scenario where the NBA doesn't find a way to put LeBron in the All-Star game. Now, if he gets voted in, I still don't think he's going to play. I didn't even think LeBron was going to play even if he was a starter. And people have been talking about, why does Stephen Curry, why is he a starter? One of the big snubs that people were talking about is what's his name? Anthony Edwards. And I can agree. That's understandable. Ant-Man. I mean, the thing is, people are saying that they're all these snubs, but who are we removing out of the starting 5 for these guys that we felt a snub? I mean, Curry's your best case, probably, but Ant-Man didn't deserve to make it over Luka. He didn't deserve to make it over Nikola Jokic. He's not going to make it ahead of him. He's not going to make it ahead of SGA. He's not going to make it ahead of Wemby. So, I mean, tough luck, man. He's not going to make it ahead of those guys. He's just not. I know they spoke about Donovan Mitchell in the East Coast, but Brunson has a huge following. Giannis, he's not going to make it ahead of Giannis. Who's the other guy that got voted? Jaylen Brown. Donovan Mitchell should not be ahead of Jaylen Brown because we didn't even know what to think about the Boston Celtics this season, and we didn't even think Boston was going to be as competitive as it is, and it's extremely competitive, and Jaylen Brown is a major reason for that. So not over him. Who's the other guy that got started in the East? Cade Cunningham. He definitely deserves to be a starter. I think the Pistons are still the number 1 team in the East Coast. So, look, man, a lot of these guys that made it deserve to be there. Ant-Man is really the only guy that you can make an argument for, but over Curry, I don't know. And if LeBron had gotten that starting position, would people be saying that he should take LeBron's spot? I don't think so. Oh, Tyrese Maxey, yes. I think everybody that made the starting 5 for the All-Star team in the East, they all deserve it. I'm dead ass. I think everybody that's starting deserves, especially Max. Maxey has been playing so well that he just got himself a shoe deal. And Tyrese Maxey is the last guard to make the All-Star team as a Philadelphia 76er since Allen Iverson. Think about that. He's the last guard to make the All-Star team since Allen Iverson as a Philadelphia 76er. That's how long it's been since we've had a guard that played for Philly start in the All-Star. That's how long. It's been long, and I forgot what year AI left. I think Allen Iverson left Philadelphia in 2000 and is it 8 or 7? I think it was 8, right? AI left Philly to Denver. Was it 2000? It was 2008 because I remember the Lakers played them in round 1. And by the way, that Kobe Bryant in round 1 against the Nuggets is probably the most devastating version of Kobe I have ever seen. I don't know if anybody remembers that Kobe because the Lakers swept the Nuggets. If you never saw Kobe in 2008 against the Nuggets in round 1, if you never saw it, please do yourself a favor and go watch it. It was remarkable how good that got. I'm telling, if y'all never saw it, I know most people remember the 2000. Was it the 2000 and was it the 2000 and no? People remember the 2000 and I think they played them in 2009 in back-to-back years. I think it was 2009. And then, yes, it was 2009, and then they played the Rockets. They played the Suns one year in 2010 to go to the finals. But if anybody saw that, please didn't see that, go back and look. You will be hard-pressed to watch that series of Kobe play and find another player that played better. I mean, that dude was remarkable. I've never seen anything like that since that. And we've had some historic runs, Kawhi's run and all of that, bro. There was nothing like that. Maybe, I mean, I'm just talking I'm just talking about for one series, not an entire playoff run. For one series, it was incredible, bro. It was unreal. And then go back and look at some of those games Kobe was playing against the Jazz as well. Mam7 said, all LeBron's honey gang just make him look even worse. If they had any common sense, they would stop. Yeah, they're not stopping. They're not going to stop. Appreciate. He said chilling. It was incredible. It was incredible. I couldn't believe my eyes because I was watching and I'm saying to myself, somebody said Curry sneak dissing. Yo, I saw that too. Who saw the Stephen Curry commercial? Put a 1 in the chat if you just saw the Stephen Curry commercial. Put a 1 in the chat. If you just saw the new Stephen Curry commercial, put a 1 in the chat. A lot of people are saying that Stephen Curry sneak diss LeBron James. You could take it as he sneak dissing LeBron, but you could also take it that he sneak dissing Kevin Durant too. Because the things that Curry was talking about in that commercial, you could say did KD change his number? I don't think Kevin Durant changed his number. He could be talking about LeBron. Did KD change his number? I don't remember that. I think KD's had the same number his entire. Did he? No, I'm not believing you, bro. I don't think he did. Okay, KD did change his number. Then he could be talking about either LeBron or KD. He could be talking about either LeBron or KD. Because the shoe certainly fits. The shoe certainly fits. Let me read this comment here. Dylan Brooks should go before LeBron. At least he would definitely play. Okay, you talking about the All-Star game. Got you. LeBron should give up his spot on the Lakers to who? A hobo on Figueroa. Okay, I'm assuming Figueroa. I've heard about. I think that's a place somewhere in LA, right? Figueroa. I think I heard that place. The Lakers would literally be better if he did. We're done with this bum. Bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. I was listening to G-Dep just not too long ago. Like Saran, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for dude in LA, man. It's a wrap. What else you got? He said KD changed his number when he was in Brooklyn to number 7. Yeah, it could apply to both of them. It could apply to both of them for sure. Kevin Durant, yes. He would openly diss him. He should openly diss him and not sneak diss him. Nah, I don't think he'll do that. Our arena is on Figueroa. Ah, okay. There you go. You see? I never been to the Staples Center crypto. I never been there, so I don't know exactly where it's at. Shout out to Anthony out there. What else you got? 7-4. I'm still bugging about the last live. Yeah, that live was crazy, man. He said the reason why they have that low budget podcast is Braun really took it to heart when Stephen A. Smith said he is useless to him once he retires. Michael Irvin, wash him. Yeah, it's going to be interesting when LeBron does retire, what the narrative is going to be around the NBA and who the NBA is going to decide to focus on. It's going to be very interesting. I think they got some good candidates, some young stars to talk about in Anthony Edwards, Victor Wembanyama. They got guys. Of course, you got Luka with the Lakers. You got what's going on over there with the Pistons, with Cade Cunningham and them. Obviously, you got the Boston Celtics. I think it'll be more interesting because there's more parity. Right now, going into the season, I mean, yeah, you have OKC, of course, and we think OKC is the favorites. They look like that at the beginning of the year, not so much right now. I mean, they're still the favorites, but so I think they will have more things to talk about. It will still be interesting, though, who they're going to choose as the face of the league. We have to see. So I said, Charles, can you explain to me why the hell Max is doing a podcast with that idiot? I don't know, but from what I do know is that apparently Max Kellerman and Rich Paul have been cool for a very, very long time, and it's just something that was never in the public eye. We never knew it, but apparently Max Kellerman and Rich Paul was always cool, or they were cool for a long time. So that would explain it. Another person said, Brown said, I'm sorry. Wasn't this the dude that took a ish on the All-Star game last year? Ninja Bot. Yeah, man. The chickens are coming home to roost. The chickens are coming home to roost. Can Dodgers owner fix the Lakers drama? Yes, I believe he can. But the problem is they got to move on from this LeBron. I keep saying it sounds like a broken record, but they really have to move on so they can understand what the identity is going to be in the future and understand what they really have. And it's hard to do that with him still here. So I think they'll get a better understanding of this team at the end of the season. Then we're going to understand, okay, what's what. We're going to figure out what are they going to do with Austin Reeves. Are they going to keep him? Are they going to trade him? We got to figure out all of these things. No one knows at the moment. No one really knows. I'm disappointed with Max coming back to media with this clown. Yeah, well, maybe that was an opportunity where he went to and he thought it was something that would work out really well for him. I mean, I can't judge the guy. That's what he decided to do. You know what I mean? That's what he decided to do. I wonder what happens when Honey runs dry and LeBron is retired. I wonder what Rich Paul is going to be saying. I don't think he's going to be saying much. Well, no. He will be. And I think LeBron will probably still be doing Mind the Game. These guys are not going away, bro. They're here to stay and change the narrative as much as they can. Billionaires burnt exit. Billionaire bum, exist. Crazy work. He said he can play off the bench, but that ego is too big. Yeah, that's never happening. It's never going to happen. So like that's not like when people were talking about LeBron coming off the bench, that's never going to happen, bro. That's never going to happen at all. That would never happen. Let me read a few more. I'll read two more. What about the Lakers also getting off of JJ Redick as a coach? We got to see, man. Because at certain times, JJ looks really good as a coach. And certain times he looks like he's overwhelmed by the job. And then it'll be interesting to see what he can do with a team when he doesn't have any distractions and he understands the direction of the team. LeBron coming back messed up the entire team, and he himself said it. I'll read one more comment. He said, King James forever, always will be the best. Long live the king. All right. I'm going to leave it at that one. Anyway, guys, I sent you a message. Did LeBron say that? Let me see. Just a second, y'all. Let me read this message. Apparently, we got some new updates. Man, people, y'all got to follow me on IG, man. Most of the stuff I be getting be on my IG. People be giving me the information. They're trying to erase 21 years of dominance. They never would have treated Kobe like this. LeBron, let me see. LeBron. Oh, I can't really see. LeBron, after not being selected. Yeah, LeBron James never said that. I don't think LeBron said this. This is the quote that he's referring to. They're trying to erase 21 years of dominance. They would never do that or treat Kobe like this. Yeah, I don't think they would. I don't think this is true. There's no way, because if LeBron says something like this, first of all, it would be a direct shot at the Lakers fan base. And number two, it would look very, 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 very insecure. Like he's insecure. Like, Kobe got this. I don't think these comments are true. I really doubt. I don't think it's true. Anyway, guys, appreciate you guys for being a part of the live, man. Thank you guys for tapping in. And we're going to catch y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace.